Right now at 6, 10 Investigates is getting you answers about a crash involving a Columbus police officer that sent 5 people to the hospital. Now, just 3 hours ago, Columbus police confirmed they are now investigating this. We told you about it yesterday. It happened early Monday morning at the intersection of 4th and Rich Street downtown. Dash and body camera video 10 TV received yesterday shows the officer driving through a red light while holding a cell phone seconds before crashing into a car. 10 Investigates Rochelle Aline breaks down the department policies that may factor into this investigation. Rochelle?
Yolanda, I went through the city's policy earlier today and I learned that police are allowed to break traffic laws when they're responding to emergencies, but they should be using their lights and sirens when they do. Take a look at this video from the crash. It shows a Columbus police officer start their car to head to the scene of a fire. About a minute into their drive, you can see the officer stop at a red light before making a right turn. The officer then drives for about another minute before approaching the intersection of 4th and Rich Street. The video shows the officer turn on the emergency lights as they approach that intersection, and then they turn on their sirens just a second later. But by the time the officers turned on their sirens, a white car is already driving through that intersection. The officer crashes into that car with 4 people inside just seconds after they turned on their lights and their sirens. We found a copy of the Columbus Police Department's policy for emergency vehicle operations, or EVOs. In one section, it says, quote, sworn personnel shall use EVO when violating traffic laws except in limited exceptional circumstances when doing so could pose a safety risk to other personnel or the public. And in another section of that same policy, it says that officers should slow down if they're approaching a stop sign or a stop signal with their lights and sirens on. It reads in part, quote, sworn personnel shall slow down as necessary for the safety of traffic and shall proceed into these intersections at a speed which would allow sworn personnel and other drivers and pedestrians a reasonable opportunity to avoid a traffic crash. That officer was also seen using the GPS on his phone while driving, and according to that same policy, officers can use their phones while driving if necessary. As we're waiting tonight for the outcome of CPD's investigation, Columbus police told us that the officer is injured but is still working, and the people in that other car are recovering. In the studio, Rochelle Aline, 10 TV News.